Again, no intro today, folks. I just wanted to say this. Never ever release your game on the same date. And we'll get to that.
After several delays, Tales of the Shire is allegedly releasing in just a couple of weeks, and so far things are not looking particularly good for them. We know that they are blocking their critics on social media, which of course is never a good look. We know that Sweet Baby Inc. is affiliated with this game, and the lead producer hates gamers' guts. But to make it even worse, the Steam charts are painting a very grim picture for this game. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, you would think a game that is Lord of the Rings, you're in the Shire, it's a cute, cozy farming sim, life sim game, you'd think that that would have a lot of interest. There would be a lot of people who are very excited for it, and there are some individuals who think that this is going to come out and be an amazing game. And initially, I personally was so hyped for this, it was insane, but my hype levels have just tanked after all of the attacks on gamers, after them.
I think, well, my hype, to be honest, is non-existent because, I don't know, folks, I never heard of this game. Well, until recently, at least. And most importantly, let me give you another game, for example, Unknown 9 Awakening. I didn't know about it. No, seriously. I mean, I know through YouTubers that I followed. Other than that, I didn't know. Now I know. I have to ask, seriously, if you think your game is good, and you have nothing to hide, but then again, why did you block people like j.r.r? No, seriously, some people will think, okay, here's the thing. There are some YouTubers who never ever interact with the Tales of the Shire. They got blocked. Make that make sense, folks. How come every time when these wokies try to block somebody who they never even interact with? Generally, folks, why is that even happening? You wokies, you woke leftists, you never interact with these grifters, but yet you block them? Why?
Blocking their critics after them just being so disrespectful. And also, recently we found out with a Sweet Baby Inc. affiliation that just killed a lot of people's hype completely. But things are not looking particularly good for them. Let's start off with the fact that this game has been delayed multiple times, and its Steam page has not a lot of information, but also you can't even pre-order the game. This is supposed to come out in 2 weeks, and you can't even place a pre-order, which is just...
Wait. You're saying you cannot pre-order the damn game? 1 second, folks. Let me check something. Can you pre-order Wu Chang Fallen Feathers? Let's see. You can. Well, this is weird. You can pre-order Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, but you cannot pre-order Tales of the Shire. Am I listening to that right, folks? No. Am I crazy? Or am I just running in circles? You know what? I think j.r.r is gonna get into it. So let's let her cook, okay?
A major red flag. That to me screams that this is not actually launching. But over the past couple of days, they have shared a lot of images on their social media, but they're images, right? It's not like full gameplay or anything, and they're not really giving a lot of info on this game itself. It just seems that they're like trying to build up hype and interest by withholding that info, so when you get into the game, you're getting the full experience for the first time, which I guess
I think that's the real thing about when it comes to first impression is a demo, folks. Usually by this time, if I had to make a guess, there should be a demo. I don't know. I mean, why do you showcase images? Do they showcase demo? You know what? I'm gonna have to recheck this after this video is done. I need to check whether Tales of the Shire has demo or not. If they don't have, that's gonna be a world of hurt, because all games have demos, okay? They have demos to make people, or in this case, to let people try it, if it's for them or not.
I guess I could understand if this was a large game, but it's not. For a game of this size, which really just looks like a PS2 game, you need to be giving people as much information as possible. But this is Lord of the Rings, right? You would think that this would be doing absolutely insane. Everybody would be excited for this. But the Steam charts paint a very grim picture because we don't have a lot of data on it. We do have via SteamDB the store data, and it's looking rough. We're 2 weeks away from release. Keep that in mind. It's number 68 on the wish lists, and it's got 29,236 followers, which you might be saying to yourself, well, since you can't technically pre-order it, that might be a reason why a lot of people don't have it on their wish lists, and they're going to add it once it's actually there. Or, hey, maybe it will gain followers, a little closer to release. 2 weeks is pretty freaking close though. But if you look at other games that are on this list that are releasing soon, they're doing significantly better. As you can see, I mean, Tales of the Shire is 68. If you scroll up a little bit to games that are releasing very soon, like Wu Chang,
Huh.
it's number 76 in top sellers. It's number 32 in wish lists, and it's got 143,000 followers. You would think that a game that releases a week before.
Not quite, Vera. It's actually 5 days before it released, okay? Just a little clarification. But yes, here's the main thing. If you look at it, here, this is 143. Here, let me go show you back here. Look at the followers and the numbers of the wish list. 68. And now look at, okay, I want you to pause this video. See this? Number 68. Wish list on Steam for Tales of the Shire. Now we look at Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. Number 32. And look at the follower, 143,000. So you tell me, which of these two games is going to get more players? Why do I get the feeling that Tales of the Shire will not beat Wu Chang Fallen Feathers? Put those genre out of the way. Let's talk about player counts. How many players do you think these two games will gain? Can Tales of the Shire beat Wu Chang Fallen Feathers? But I do know. Let's continue forward.
It's number 32 in wish lists, and it's got 143,000 followers. You would think that a game that releases a week before Tales of the Shire would be doing even a little bit worse, but that's not the case. I mean, it's doing way freaking better. And Killing Floor 3 also releases, right, in 2 weeks, very close to the date of Wu Chang and Tales of the Shire. It's number 523 top sellers, which, okay, that's pretty good. I mean, it's almost top 500. Number 28 in wish lists, and 56,000 followers. That is way better. I just am so sad to see Tolkien's work being desecrated by activists. These people do not care about his work and his world and respecting the source material.
I'm gonna have to make one betting guess that Weta Workshop, they hate Tolkien's work. Generally, folks, and I'm not taking it back. That is my theory. I have a feeling, and I do mean one of them, must hate Tolkien. They don't like the book, they never love it, yet they have it.
And they're so worried about making as much money as possible off of what he created that they're not making high quality products. I mean, I'm still, I guess, a little bit excited for this just because it's got Lord of the Rings on it, but I expected like a cozy Shire, at least decent looking stylized game that I could like play on my Switch or play in my free time. And visually it doesn't look great. They're not explaining a lot of the features that the game actually has, and I think that all of these factors go into why it's doing so freaking poorly on Steam right now. But also keep in mind that this has been surrounded in controversy because of statements that have been made about this experience. We know Calliope Writer, who is a developer on this project, had said, "I promise I've never received a message from a higher up that said needs more diversity so we can get government funding. It's just that games are made by and for a wide range of people with varying experiences. There's no scary cabal forcing devs to add women and POC to games." And she also goes on to call us conspiracy theorists, saying like reading these conspiracies online about how the industry works is wild. There's no evil court working on erasing white men from games. They're busy figuring out how to make you and every other gamer spend more money on microtransactions, and I do generally agree that.
First off, this is the red flag for me. Seriously, yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna say this. You know what? Sooner or later, my Tales of the Shire is about 250% cooked, and if they release the next one, I'm gonna increase it to 300. You know what? Maybe I'll increase it more. 400% cooked, but not right now. I think I'm gonna have to skip this part a bit. Don't worry, if you want the full video, link will be in the description.
From games, and then we turn around and find out that Tales of the Shire is a Sweet Baby Inc. game. This is a company that exists solely to push diversity, equity, and inclusion narratives into games. They only want to erase certain types of people from games or inevitably turn them into villains and make you hate them. This is not a good look. Definitely not. In a time where a lot of gamers are boycotting Sweet Baby Inc. titles and titles that work with narrative consultant groups, this is not what you want your game to be remembered for. But Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game, was consulted on by Sweet Baby and confirmed via Cameron Wild's LinkedIn. Oh, yes, another person who absolutely hates gamers. Gee whiz, who would have thunk it? Not sure why you need Sweet Baby Inc. to do sensitivity reading for a Lord of the Rings game, which is just so unfortunate to see. I am so sick and tired of seeing Tolkien's work being taken and twisted by these losers.
Which is why, in my first channel, I believe it's further on the 14th, hang on a sec, I need to remember the dates these days. Okay, starting on the 15th of July, okay, 2 weeks before this game is released, I'll be starting a gaming let's play in my first channel about honoring Tolkien's legacy using Lord of the Rings Return of the King game, okay? Yes, it's a movie tie-in. I know many people wouldn't like movie tie-in games, or perhaps watching people playing movie tie-in games, but yes, despite them being cash grab or something, but at least they did one thing right. These movie tie-in games, they respect the source material. And even so, Lord of the Rings Return of the King game also can feel like you're honoring J.r.r. Tolkien when you play that game. That's the reason why I'm gonna do it. And it will be posted, hopefully, if I got everything right, can plan it, on the 15th of July. By the time you watch that video, you would either forget about Tales of the Shire, or you are hyped for it. Either way, remember what Tolkien says, evil cannot create, they can only corrupt.
That sound. It might be a survivor from the airborne squad.
All right, Lily. I'll hurry.
Lily, I need this communication line.
Oh, meanie.
What? You were the one that interrupted.
Stop. We've got to focus.
Leave a like and subscribe if you want gaming news, gaming theories, or you just want to see me play games. You can visit my first, third, and fourth channel up here or link in the description.